It is Monday, March 21st, and we're making Alfredo. So the good thing with Alfredo is it's super easy to make. It really doesn't require a whole lot of ingredients. It can be used on quite a few different things. For example, obviously you could do Alfredo with pasta, such as like a fettuccine, or you can do regular spaghetti noodles. I'm using these. I don't know, it's a tricolor pasta, little spirals. Tonight, you can also pour it over like a baked chicken or a grilled chicken. You could use it as a dip if you wanted to. So there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. But again, there's not a lot that's in it. Basically, it's butter, heavy cream, and Parmesan. Those are your main ingredients. After that, it's seasonings. So I'm going to show you right here. Alright, so here we've got a stick of butter. We've got about 2.5 cups of heavy cream. I've got some garlic that I've chopped up. I've got, I'd say about 2.5 cups of shredded Parmesan. As far as the Parmesan goes, I prefer buying it by the block and shredding it. You can use the pre-shredded Parmesan. Do not use the grated Parmesan like you see in the little green containers. That just won't work. And as far as seasonings, of course, I've got my Italian seasoning. It's about 2 tablespoons. I got about half a tablespoon of paprika, half a tablespoon of crushed red chilies. It's about 2 teaspoons of salt and black pepper, and basically just a pinch of rosemary. I like using rosemary in mine. And so the first things first is we're going to put the milk or the cream and the butter into a pan. You want it on low to medium heat. We're not looking to boil necessarily the sauce. All we want to do is get it hot enough to where it melts the butter and of course eventually the cheese. So let's go ahead and get that on there. Alright, so I've got my oven turned on, or my stovetop turned on here. Just turned it on. I'm going to put a stick of butter in there. Mind you, again, this is a full stick, basically half a cup. And I'm just going to also pour in the heavy cream as well, all of it. We want all this to heat up evenly. Alright, so that's pretty well melted now. Now what we want to add in is our garlic and our seasonings. And we're going to stir that around for a couple minutes. Here's our seasoning and our garlic. Get that all good and stirred up in here. And after we add the cheese, you'll start to see this thicken up a little bit, but it's not going to become super thick. That's not what we're looking for. This is still going to be a sauce. It's just going to be a creamy sauce. Alright, that's been a couple minutes now. So now what we're going to do is add our cheese. Put it all in there. I'm just going to kind of spread it out a little evenly. Kind of. And same thing, we're going to stir that in. And we're just going to keep going until it's all good and melted. And this is why you want to use good shredded cheese. Because again, like the granulated cheese, it just won't melt. Or at least won't melt correctly. And then I've noticed that even the pre-shredded cheese tends to not melt quite as well either. I'm not sure why. So I just buy the block and I just shred it myself. And same thing, we're just going to keep stirring this until it's good, creamy. And you'll see, like right now that you've got little chunks and stuff in there, that will go away. And the whole thing will just become creamy. So we're just going to keep stirring. Alright, there we go. It's good and creamy. It's all melted together. It smells amazing. And what you would do right now, of course, is if your noodles are done, drain them and get this over it. You want to serve this relatively quickly, or at least keep it warm and keep it stirred. And that's really it. And there you have it. That's it. That's Alfredo. Alfredo sauce, rather. Now the portions that I use to make this one, this makes a lot of Alfredo sauce. Maybe you don't need quite as much. You can always reduce the amounts. This is going to be feeding 6 people tonight, mostly boys. So I made quite a bit. Depending on how many people you're looking to feed, if it's less, you can try halving it. Depending on how many, if it's more, double it, what have you. So just keep that in mind. It is a lot of sauce. I will also leave the ingredients that I used tonight down in the description below. You will also find various Amazon affiliate links, everything from grow lights to starting trays to grow bags. So thank you. And again, if you have any suggestions, maybe you do it a little bit different, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll be sure to check it out. If you're new here, please remember to like and subscribe. If you want to see more of this, go ahead and hit that notification bell. And thank you for sticking around. So we'll see you on the next one.